222. My force field generators will be located inside the shield they generate.
Second Death Star.
Yeah, why was the force field generator outside the Death Star anyway? Oh, wait, they were still building it. Duh.
First Death Star. 223. I reserve the right to execute any henchman who appear to be a little too intelligent, powerful, or devious. However, if I do so, I will not at some subsequent point shout, "Why am I surrounded by these incompetent fools?"
224. I will install a fire extinguisher in every room. 3. If the room contains vital equipment or volatile chemicals.
Particularly the server room to my computer systems, which will cause my space floaty device station to fall.
Yeah. Yeah, that's also a pretty good idea. 225. I will build machines which simply fail when overloaded, rather than wipe out all nearby henchmen in an explosion, or worse yet, set off a chain reaction. I will do this by using devices known as surge protectors.
You mean those things we're gonna buy at Target for $2?
Exactly. Number 226. I will explain to my guards that most people have their eyes in the front of their heads, and thus, while searching for someone, it makes little sense to draw a weapon and slowly back down the hallway. 227. Wait, didn't they do that in Arkham Asylum a few times?
Yeah. It doesn't really matter because you're up on the, the ceiling, and it doesn't really matter what direction they're facing.
Yeah, but I popped out of, floor vents and stuff.
Yeah. 227. I will have a staff of competent detectives handy. If I learn that someone in a certain village is plotting against me, I will have them find out who, rather than wipe out the entire village in a preemptive strike.
Yeah. I would say Shinra, except, they found out who was working for them before they crushed Sector 7, didn't they?
228. I will never bait a trap with genuine bait.
Never put the hostage in the trap if you're using the hostage as bait.
Yeah. Number 229.
Or
if the hero...
Never bait the trap with the real magical artifact if you're using the magical artifact as bait. Yeah, that's also a good one. 229. If the hero claims he wishes to confess in public, or to me personally, I will remind him that a notarized deposition will... What?
I will remind him that a notarized deposition will serve just as well, thank you.
A written confession.
Yeah. Basically.
Okay, why couldn't they have worded it like that? Okay. 230. If I have several diabolical schemes to destroy the hero, I will set all of them in motion at once, rather than wait for them to fail and launch them successively. Power Rangers?
Yes. 231. I will not procrastinate regarding any ritual granting immortality.
Yeah,
Garlic really Jr. in the Dead Zone, ironically the only villain to actually gain immortality in Dragon Ball.
Oh yeah. 232. Mystical Guardians will be instructed to ask visitors a name, purpose of visit, and whether they have an appointment, instead of ancient riddles.
Only one of us tells the truth, and only one of us always tells lies. 233. If I do outfit my minions with gas masks or scuba equipment, I will ensure that the equipment is functional, and I will train them to use gas weapons.
Indeed.
What they would be doing with gas masks on in the first place is beyond me, but whatever.
Well, it could be something like in Metal Gear Solid, where there was this one area that filled with gas, and the guards themselves had gas masks on.
Number 234. I will instruct my minions to attack the hero at once if they outnumber him. They are not to attack him one at a time.
Or even 2, 3, or 4 at a time.
Yeah.
That said, as an addendum, make sure that they, aren't standing in a circle around him when they start firing, and he ducks, and the bullets all hit other guards and soldiers.
Yeah.
235. I will fight as dirty as possible when facing the hero. 236. I will also instruct my minions to also fight as dirty as possible, and to fight with whatever they can find. 237. I will have all hallways in my fortress randomly shift in decoration and color to negate the possibility of anyone blending into the surroundings.
So we would go from a green hallway to a purple one.
Wouldn't really help against Solid Snake with his new stealth cam. With his,
His stealth suit that takes in the color whatever he's lying on.
Yeah.
I guess they didn't count on the ultimate soldier coming in.
Yeah. 238. I will always listen if a child of the members of my inner circle tells me they have something important to say.
Usually they notice the little things that the adults are too busy chatting it up to notice. We also have some additions made by Fawk.com. These are also added to the same page, so I'm not going to link to their site. The number 1 of these additions. When pursuing the hero who is fleeing on foot, my helicopter pilots will not make long strafing runs. They will only allow the hero to take advantage of natural cover and improvise weaponry or utilize concealed armaments. Instead, my pilots will hover close to the hero and fire at will with all their automatic weapons.
Yes, indeed. 2. I will never play with any seeming innocuous devices, especially fountain pens, that I confiscate from the hero or his associates.
I will also not stare at them inquisitively.
Number 3. Should the hero escape, I will not send my legions of terror on a suicide mission to chase him into an impenetrable asteroid field, burning swamp, or forest of carnivorous trees. My legions of terror will instead flank the area if possible, and practice basic marksmanship while waiting for the hero to re-emerge. Well-trained troops are difficult to come by, and if they let my enemy escape, then they need more training.
Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back. Number 4. Any evil uncles or disgruntled, envious half-brothers of mine will not be tolerated. They may be incompetent and not openly sulk or plot against me for years, but they will inevitably try to seize an opportunity in my moment of weakness. They will be summarily executed and catapulted into a faraway province to prevent them from becoming pesky ghosts that would advise the hero.
Number 5. All staircases will have handrails and anti-slip surfaces.
It would help for the guards that have helmets on and thus can't see where they're going.
Number 6. I will create an elaborate decoy lair, replete with guards, traps, and a scale replica of my current project. Meanwhile, my actual project will be housed in a nondescript suburban office building.
Ark of the Covenant at the end of the first Indiana Jones movie.
Number 7. All firearms stored in easy-to-reach closets will be decoys that explode upon use. Furthermore, incompetent henchmen, will be issued the same weapons, and be instructed never to fire them. When the hero inevitably steals their weapon and tries using it, he will blow himself up.
Quite clever, although I wonder how you would distinguish the incompetent henchmen and the good ones. And if they really are so incompetent, they will usually forget the rule of not firing and blow themselves up. Number 8. When I finally get around to building my fantasy dinosaur island, I want to make sure that the electric fence/defense capabilities of the island are not solely in the hands of one computer built in the mid-90s. Furthermore, an entire team of qualified engineers will be entrusted with keeping the system operational, rather than entrusting the whole project to a single overweight man named Wayne, prone to temptation.
Well, we all know what this is referring to.